Get a cup, get a cup, get a cup. Hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone, to another video on Fresh Cut Slim. Today we're looking at a video called Why I do not know how to pronounce his name. Khaby Lame has suddenly become hated. I could have butchered that name, I'm not sure. But this is by SunnyV2, whom I have not reacted to yet. But I am familiar with his work, and it's well done. I know Khaby, or however you say his name, is like one of the largest TikTokers, or was one of the largest TikTokers. But yeah, with that being said, the original link's in the description. Make sure you go subscribe to SunnyV2. And with that being said, let's begin.
Khaby Lami's comment section has gotten pretty brutal.
Khaby Lami? Is that what it is?
Khaby Lami's comment section has gotten pretty brutal. Fall off is crazy, your time is over, bro. Put the fries in the bag, all of which have appeared in just the last few months. Why has this pretty likable TikToker suddenly had his entire audience turn on him? Well, judging by another comment reading, why did we make him the most followed person on TikTok?
Is he actually the most? I thought like one of the Dixie D'Amelio or something, or one of those people were.
People are starting to think that he doesn't really deserve it. He gained 162 million followers by
Frig, that's crazy.
repeating a pretty simple formula. Find ridiculous videos of people exerting too much effort on the most basic tasks, then show how to do it in a much easier way. Can't believe he got that big, just from reacting to humans being dumb. Even Khaby Lami himself stated, "My videos are simple and easy, but achieving a point of simplicity was actually very difficult." He gained just 9 views and only 2 followers during his first month on TikTok, which only grew to 4,300 after posting a crazy amount of volume.
I was posting like 6 or 7 videos a day.
His main type of content, widely relatable skits. But they were
I've seen his stuff before, but I never really enjoyed it. And, you know, I'm not like hating on him or anything like that. But it just, well, I guess wasn't my type of content. But yeah, like the videos that he would make fun of or like parody or whatever, they were always really stupid.
were limited by a language barrier, as Khaby Lami only spoke Italian. I don't understand
Didn't expect that. He's Italian? What? Mamma mia.
what he's saying. Someone translate it, please. I love your videos, but can you please do them in English? Khaby therefore devised a simple solution. Only make videos where he didn't need to talk. He'd state the fact
That is brilliant. That is a brilliant solution to that issue.
that it's not spoken makes it a universal language.
That's like Mr. Bean, right? The reason why Mr. Bean is so big around the world is because he doesn't really speak English, and when he does, he sounds like he sounds like he may have some kind of problem. He's always like, Bean! You know, that's about it. It's the same kind of idea that it's universal because you don't actually have to understand him.
Every kid, every person around the world can see the video and get a laugh simply by watching the images. Unfortunately, Khaby was now basically limited to mocking cringy videos, although this worked unbelievably well as he began to celebrate milestone after milestone. 300,000, 400,000, 600,000, whilst his ability to silently clown on others only got better and better. He'd begin taking already viral videos and add an unexpected stitch to make them even funnier, leading
Friggin' doing calisthenics over my head. You hear them jumping? My goodness.
to his first properly viral video, roasting a girl for her non-existent haircut. Khaby's respect from the audience was building higher and higher, leading to a further 60 million views after roasting another TikToker for his strange shaving video.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, I see there is comedy in it. I guess I just never, I only seen a couple of his videos and I didn't really like them, but I know this is funny. I can't deny it. It's funny, okay? It's funny. Let me guess what happened that led to this fall off. He got too big. He started branching out, doing other stuff where people, you know, not as many people like it, leading to some kind of downfall, or he got too big of a head and his ego got large or something like that. It's normally though something like that, or the algorithm just stopped pushing him. You know, it's normally something like that which ends up causing people to fall off.
This then doubled to 130 million when he joked about a factory worker eating his chocolates, However, it'd be this video here that changed his life forever.
This is stupid. It's literally just hold the whole thing. Just hold it. It's literally just put your hands like this. Okay? It's just do that. And we all know at least half of the planet does this every night. I got 245 million views. That's crazy.
Mocking the stupid life hack gained him 250 million views, repeated in another 4 videos, which followed a similar premise. Suddenly, every video was gaining at least 30 million views, whilst his moves were being copied by famous soccer players. Khaby was called the wisest man to ever live, as you say so much without saying anything. He'd celebrated 1 million followers on the 22nd of February, which by the 23rd of May had grown to 50 million.
What? That is actually unbelievable. 50 million from 1 million in 3 months? That is insane.
Although with somebody calling this a big L for TikTok, there were people who weren't happy with Khaby Lami's fame. Judging by 46.2 million followers for what, and 8.8 million likes for what, people thought they
there is, what he's doing. It's comedy. There's comedy involved. That's what it's for. It's like Mr. Bean, right? It's pointing out the stupidity of, what these other, life hack videos are doing. And a big part of me thinks that the life hack stuff, they make their stuff so insane just because it's content and it's kind of aggravating, but also kind of funny. Nothing about it's easy or a life hack. It's just insane, and that's why people like it.
There was too much reward for too little effort, which can often turn into a person becoming hated. Take for example the Haktua girl. She's not disliked because she's a rude or terrible person, she's disliked because her success hasn't been earned. Without seeing his history on the platform, viewers might perceive Khaby in a similar way, as a low effort TikToker who makes $750,000 per post.
700? How? TikTok doesn't pay well. I've seen the numbers. There's a subreddit dedicated to TikTok like finance stuff. I don't know why, but it gets recommended to me. So I've seen the numbers people make. People seem to be capped at like $6 to so grand a month. Unless you're doing sponsored stuff, there is no way in hell that you are making $750,000 per post. You may get 10 million views, but you might only make like $200, something like that, right? It's so low. Unless you're getting sponsored, there's no, I find that so hard to believe. If that's real, I couldn't imagine. Like if you post 1 TikTok a day, what is that? Like if you do 1 a day, what is that? Yeah, right. $22 million a month? What? No way. I don't believe that at all.
For holding out his hands in a 20-second video. The main joke is that Khaby gained over 100 million followers by doing nothing.
He didn't do nothing. He pointed out stupidity of other people and kind of made it comedic, okay?
On the unpopular opinion side.
And I'm not even a fan of him. I don't personally consume his content. But, he did provide something. Isn't that he wasn't doing nothing. He's not like one of those people who, I know there's some TikTokers who will just be like this at the bottom of a video. That's all they do.
Subreddit, one user wrote, Khaby Lami is boring, not funny, predictable, low effort and famous, just because he uses other people's content. 90% of his TikToks are low effort. He has a few quality vids, but that's it. He shouldn't deserve the recognition he's got right now. I really have nothing against the guy, just that there are some people who put real effort and can't get through, and I don't think that's fair.
Life ain't fair. Newsflash. And he's not doing nothing. He's pointing out stupidity and making a comedic effort. He is doing something. Because if it was that easy, everyone would have that kind of success. If it was that easy. He definitely found a niche in the market before anyone else.
Others didn't like him simply because they thought he wasn't funny.
It hurts me because
yeah, like from the stuff that I have seen, I don't think it's that funny. But some of the stuff is. He's definitely putting some effort into finding a comedic take on it.
These just aren't good, and he has so many likes.
Honestly, I'm glad I'm not the only one who didn't find him that funny, but there's a much stranger reason that people began to hate him. Khaby posted a simple Instagram story, "Say No to Racism," posted with a separate video in which he'd help a white person pull a sword out of the ground. It was captioned, "In a racist society, it's not enough to be non-racist. We must be anti-racist, but after this..."
That's where you friggin' messed up right there. As soon as you bring politics into things. So, that's why I don't like reacting to anything political or stuff like that, or expressing politics, because people are so divided that as soon as you do something political, you instantly segregate or split half of your audience. It's a horrible idea.
Khaby made a brand new story. I'm seeing a lot of comments where people says, "I unfollowed you because you did this video." I don't mind, guys. We are almost in 2022 and people still use racism because they have nothing to do in their life. You can also unfollow me. I don't care about the numbers, I care about your hearts. This was followed by another post reading, "Instead of wasting your time writing negative comments criticizing, try to help people, although this controversy only ended after being overshadowed by a brand new scandal." Comments began to appear on his videos. "I hope this man beats Charlie. Khaby's more talented than Charlie. I have a feeling that he might pass Charlie."
Charli D'Amelio?
Charli D'Amelio was TikTok's most followed person.
Okay, so I was right. I guess he overtook her.
Although Khaby was right behind her with only 4 million less. Charli losing her title therefore became a possibility, resulting in a war between the two creators. People began devising strategies to make Khaby the most followed.
If you want to help, start commenting Khaby to #1 on every video that you see on your FYP.
Charli's fans fought back, writing, "There's no way people actually support Khaby Lame. He's literally racist and sexist. He body shames people."
He's racist and sexist? Wasn't he doing anti-racist stuff? I mean, even if he did fall off, but he was making 22 million a month. If you just made that much money for 1 month, you could retire easily, right? You put that much. I hope this video is entertaining. You put that into a US Treasury. I think they're around 5%, maybe a little bit under. This is how much money you'd be making a year. And you take that, or you pay your taxes, you live off of half of what's left, and you reinvest the other half, and then every year after, it's gonna keep growing. Although he might have fallen off, he doesn't need money. Which I have 22 million a month. Get out here. No way. No way.
We all know damn well that if Charli did one of these things, her career would be over. A different video added. So basically, Khaby did something so bad. He body shamed a girl, but what were these TikToks even talking about?
Did he? Oh, what the frick are they talking about? Yeah, exactly. What are they talking about? He body shamed a girl. As if the girls don't body shame men for having small private parts or for being under 6 feet tall. Ironic.
Well, an account named Canceling Khaby Lame re-uploaded one of his videos with the caption, "Why is this man obsessed with body shaming girls?" It showed 3 examples of Khaby reacting to women poorly, which was paired with another video of him joking about a dude's obesity. People then discovered Khaby telling women to wash the dishes, resulting in mainstream news articles and some pretty heavy backlash. Body shaming is so disgusting, ew. That's so rude, I can't believe he'd do that. As a result, Khaby lost 400,000 followers before the day was over.
That's a crazy amount of loss, but look at this. Each one of these is a gain of probably a similar amount. This is like in the millions. Like the day after he gained like 1 million or something. 400,000 is a lot, but when you're gaining the same amount every day, whatever, I guess.
Although people then recognized what was going on. They're canceling Khaby because he's gonna pass Charlie. Khaby therefore regained 1.5 million followers the very next day, ironically helping him become the most followed TikToker. Although Khaby Lame's reputation has been trending downwards ever since that day. Bro disappeared from my FYP after he became the most followed on TikTok. Ever since he passed Charlie, he's not been on my FYP, also being noticed by Noah Glenn Carter.
Because he's basically done nothing since becoming #1. Like, he never even made a video celebrating or acknowledging that he was now the #1 most followed TikToker. And since becoming #1, he's posted once, maybe twice a week.
As mentioned,
So he became #1, then it's like, that's it, I'm done. I'm already at the top. There's no point of continuing. Is that what? If he was doing 1 video a day, why would you all of a sudden stop? Shut up. What the freak is going on here?
Khaby went from making 6 or 7 videos per day.
What? 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 Yo, no way. No, 6 or 7 a day. I was thinking 1 a day. Okay, let's go back here. You said he was making 750,000 for one post, and he's doing, say, let's say the minimum of 6 a day. Times 30 days? $135 million a month he was making? That is insane. There's no way. There's no way. That's such a fabricated number.
To basically never posting. He instead began to state, I want to make films. This is my main objective. I've wanted to make movies since I was a child. Almost
Boom! That's where it went downhill. Because his actual passion was in movies. But when you're just going like this, that's all you do? And yeah, like what filming experience, why would anyone hire you to make a movie? Like if you're making $135 million a month, you could probably afford to make your own movie, you know? And you could direct it and everything because you have the money to fund that. But you're just doing this. That's not, no one's gonna be like, hey, you look like you have movie experience. You've been doing this really well for a couple of years. I think you could direct a movie. No one's doing that, right? So if he has that aspiration to go and do these other things, go and do it. But yeah, if you all of a sudden stop doing the thing that got you to where you are, you're gonna fall off.
implying he was better than his TikTok audience. When he did post a video, it was often just an ad. Khaby did promotions for Airbnb, Hugo Boss, even
So are these the posts that's making 750 grand, not just him, you know, posting 6 videos a day? Because that makes a little bit more sense. Because there's no way he's making, you know, 750 grand on just 20 million TikTok views. That might get you maybe $1,000 or $2,000 if you're lucky.
Facebook, and by disrespecting his audience with loads of different ads, the audience would also lose respect for him. He used to be so famous. How did bro get forgotten? People started posting TikToks such as, maturing is realizing that Khaby Lami was never funny, and that whole race for him to Charlie was lame, as well as, bro, can we all agree that Khaby Lami wasn't even funny? We just wanted him to pass Charlie D'Amelio in followers, which on its own gained almost 1 million likes. I mean, sometimes he was
Yeah, sometimes he was funny. From the clips that you at least showed in this, some of them, you know, I laughed. But I didn't, like, from what I have seen on my own, I never really was a fan of him. So some of the clips may be funny, some of them maybe not funny. But he at least, you know, maybe to him it was funny. So he was at least putting some kind of comedic twist on things. But yeah, if you stop doing that to go focus on making movies or something, and then all you do is post ads, of course your entire career is going to get slaughtered.
Was low-key funny, but it got old real quick, hinting at Khaby's next problem. As far back as 2021, people were already stating,
It's the same thing every single time.
That is also one thing I noticed. I saw that a lot too from some of the clips that I've seen. It was always a similar thing.
I know exactly what's gonna happen in each goddamn video.
honestly, Khaby's videos were funny at first, but the joke got old after a while. He was really funny at the start, but his joke is getting old. He never does anything else but these kind of videos. Well, now it's 3 years later, and the joke still hasn't changed. His lack of changing content becomes a lack of growth, for which
Wow, that's a freaking fall off if I ever seen one. That's crazy.
the audience trashes him in comment after comment, but it's been especially bad recently. On the 14th of August, this person commented, Khaby always knows how to keep it simple and hilarious, but only 2 weeks later, the same person's now stating, just put the fries in the bag, bro. In the past, Khaby Lami stated,
Of course, the people, they will always found something bad to you. I think it's just part of the life.
and turning his back on TikTok has definitely had some benefits. He'd appear in the recent Bad Boys movie, is now a judge on Italy's Got Talent.
What? At least he is, he is branching out at least, so his career isn't completely dead. He's kind of branching out to other areas. But maybe it's for the best. If he's not going to evolve what he's doing or evolve his content, then branching out is probably the next best option.
And most notably, he's about to release his own feature film called Double O Khaby.
Just from that name, I can tell you that's probably not going to do well. But anyway, hope you guys like this video. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense why his career fell off, and especially if you're not adding all that much. When I have seen him, and I think one of the reasons why I was never a fan is that it always seemed to be the same kind of thing. Like his or whatever he was doing, it always seemed to be the same kind of joke or end bit. But I mean, in here, there was a couple examples that made me laugh. So obviously he does have a sense of humor, and at least maybe at the start, that's why he got so big, was that the humor that was put into the clips. But if his goal changed, he wants to make movies, if his goal changed, and if, you know, he wants to move on and you're not posting, and then when you do post, it's ads, of course that's going to collapse. Anyway, let me know what you think of this. If you liked it, not, maybe I'll do another reaction to Sunny V2 in the future. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time.